Okay, so let's do your border game, at least the second one I've seen of it. Alright, you know my thoughts about Ash. You also see there's no hard breacher. At least I hope you see that. And you also decide to spawn east. So really with border there's basically two real attack strats which you do. The first one is you take your buck and you put him right here. So you basically put buck right there, and there's the door right here, and I need to change colors because of how this looks. So you put buck right there, and he kind of just waits and sits, and he helps drone in people who are trying to get into the CCTV area. So basically, I shouldn't wish I saw it. Well, basically, you have two people spawn here. One will be the buck. One will be whoever else. Doesn't really matter. Then you have 3 people spawn there. And the point of this is this doesn't really change on any site with what your it doesn't matter where the defenders are. This is kind of the strat you want to do, where you put 2 people here, 3 people here. These 3 people are going to move to get onto this railing and try and take CCTV. And then one of these people will go and be rappelling up here because there's a window right around here which you can shoot into CCTV from. So with 3 people contesting this doorway roughly right there, this window being contested, and basically so long as you can, and with probably you have a thermite right here who's going to be the one droning the people in the CCTV, and then Buck can also drone into CCTV. That's you take CCTV, and then from there you kind of expand to wherever you need to go. If the site is over here in Armory upstairs, then you take this. If the site's downstairs in ventilation, you also take Armory, and basically at that point you just shoot down. So really the first step you want to do for every single game is to take, I think it's close to this, is basically just take CCTV. That's kind of like the big room to take. You take CCTV, you can do a lot, because it has basically with this, it's a staging ground to either attack below it, attack Armory, attack ventilation, or you can then start pushing to the office area located roughly here, and with that you can take office to help on bathroom. So that's really but really everything starts with CCTV. That's the big one. Now for an overall lineup for this map, really you want Thermite, Thatcher. Well, Thatcher's arguable, but I'd say actually Twitch would be better. But so Thermite, Twitch, Buck, and then 2 others, whoever you want to go. I like Nomad because you can Nomad some doors and get really easy flank kills. So with that, but yeah, so really it's of the three people who are basically, 2 are necessary, 1 is very strong and necessary if they have mirrors. That's the Twitch. You have none of them. And so yeah, that's just the first starting off. And really, I understand you want to go Ash, you want to get better at just the fragging roll. However, Thermite's not a bad operator, and Hibana is basically Ash as well, just with a 20 bullet magazine and a slightly more useful gadget. So, going Hibana, you have basically the same kit as Ash does, so just something to keep in mind. So let's see your actual gameplay now, since I've told you how to play as a team when you have no team. Alright, so you're saving your drone. And I think you thought you were spawning over there, and suddenly you're over here. Yeah, now you're confused. Yeah, I see that. Okay. Now, even though you have the confusion, you are not checking at all for the spawn kill from right here. If somebody ran out there, it would have probably been an easy double kill on you and the Thatcher. That's just something that you should be checking. Also, you have two people in front of you. Okay, good. Do not throw that. Do not use that. No, there we go. Yeah, I get you just fat fingering your buttons. Alright, that's good. However, the thing is, you don't know whether or not anyone's in CCTV. And, okay, so this is kind of bad. So you have no control over CCTV, and you're now just opening up another angle for them to shoot you from. If somebody playing it here makes a call, hey, it's like, hey, they're pushing me from this doorway, and you've opened up this wall, they're just going to wait until you're pushing. And when you're trying to enter through the doorway, you have to deal with the crossfire from people in CCTV and people in the hallway. Because this is a very long angle. You can get shot all the way from objective. So you opened up that a little too prematurely. So right now, one, that was kind of a wasted charge. You have no real information, and so you're kind of just throwing it around, hoping for an angle, hoping for a pick, instead of using it for like an actual reason. You could have saved both of your breaching charges, and you could have gone below, and you basically take CCTV, you then leave there, go below the objective, and you shoot up through some common areas. Like half wall. Now you have CCTV, and Finka just ran into sight because somehow okay, so basically somehow the mirror got into here, even though there's a mirror window literally facing you. And this is like the actual mirror setup you want. You have this wall shotgunned open, and you have this right here. You have the mirror window there. That's basically the exact setup you want. And you'll have someone playing here and someone playing over in the bunker area. So how Finka managed to just run in there and get a double kill, I don't know. That was just a no-brain play. Okay, so that was just a little bit too aggressive from you right there. You would have lost the gunfight if, like, here, you were doing, okay, basically you did that pretty well, and I want to see, I feel like I should be able to, that is not what I wanted. I feel like I should be able to slow motion this, but I can't. Okay, so like, right here, you're aiming in. This is perfect. This is exactly what you want to do. It's maybe 5v1, but you don't know if anything here is clear. You have no idea about their positioning. So you're just aiming in, ready to hold it, ready to take a fight. You then go and you sprint, and Valkyrie's there. And Finka saves your life. However, Valkyrie would have gone a double kill if Finka was a little bit slower there. But really, that was a bit of over-aggression on your part. Remember, you're not hunting for kills, you're going for the win. So if you can, basically you're going for the win. So if you can, if you only have control of a small bit of the bomb site, but you can plant in that bomb site, then you've done your job. That's all you need to do. You don't need to be sprinting around the bomb site, because that's how you give picks to the enemy and give them ways to win. However, basically, you basically did the strategy you needed to win this site, where you just take CCTV, normally you have to open the wall to take sight, but Finka just says fuck it and runs in. So, and basically a no-brain play, you win the round, even though that's basically the entirety of that's one of the basic strats, minus the buck is underneath, making life hell for the defenders. Legion, your 6th picking onto him. Where are you going? Is it down? Is it ventilation? Yes, okay. Alright, so I mean, decent-ish lineup. Alibi is questionable. But really with this site, you have to hold a... You're trying to defend ventilation, and for that you need to be defending above. If you don't defend above and they have a buck, it's basically over. Because you have to defend B from above, because you can't rotate through this hallway because of the big door. You can't have a bunch of kill holes opened in the wall behind you because of this window. And if they get top control, they can buck underneath and they can watch this rotate hole that you just put. So basically, you have to hard hold up above for at least basically 2 minutes, so to speak. Because if you don't, it becomes really hard to actually defend it. Okay, so one thing is that you reinforced this wall and this wall, and I understand why. However, this wall is the main one you need to be reinforcing first. Like, this is the first one, and then I can't remember if this one is... This one's kind of like a secondary one, but basically these two are more important than these two. Just because this one, there's a window roughly right here, which if you can open up this wall because it's soft, it gives you a line of sight into the objective, which just makes it just sucks to play, because you'll have to fall back here. But if they take bathroom control and open up kill holes here and here, you can't play here, and then they can just walk in and plant behind this crate, and you can't see them. So there's something to note. Alright, I've roasted you for legions here already. Let's see what you do. Okay. Okay. You now know if they enter through that door. That's good. Please not open that rotate hole right there. That was a terrible rotate hole. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. No. No. You suck. Okay. So the reason why you don't open up that rotate hole, let's see, is because somebody playing in the hallway has a line of sight into this area, and someone playing in bathroom has a line of sight here. There's nowhere around here you can play because of that. And because of that, and really with that, you also really can't even play in this entire general area. And because of that, they can just walk in and plant right here. That's why normally you will have this reinforced, and a rotate there, because that with this you can only really see directly straight and around there, so you can still be playing all around this positioning right here. So even if you think you need a rotate hole, it's better not to have one in that situation. Okay. So the goo mine you just threw is going to be useless for you, because if someone's pushing down the hallway, they're not going to trigger that, and if they're peeking you, they're still not going to trigger that unless you're holding inside of this little bunker area. So if you're not holding there, then that goo mine's useless, and it still already is basically useless. So you should have put that either in the doorway or further down the doorway right here, or further down the hallway. Either one of those would have been better.
Be advised, Op 4 has located a bomb.
Alright, so right now the enemy is trying to enter through, I believe Visa is the... Visa, it's the objective all the way down here. The third bomb site. with the other one being bathrooms. And basically, someone tried to enter there and alibi gunned them. Alright, that was 2 wasted drones that for some reason were droning you. Okay. No one's going to hit this goo mine if they're coming down the right side, which a lot of people do. You need to be spending more time with your goos because they're honestly they can be a lot more useful for you. Alright, Alibi gets gunned by Sledge. Mappy gets gunned by Ash. Okay, so at this point, you have nobody on objective. You should be seeing, okay, we have 2 guys playing above inside of here, and we have nobody else in objective. I need to go back to objective to hold it, because if they just rush inside of A, and then, like, if these 4 people say, hey guys, rush A, Legion's in bathroom, and everyone else is above, they're going to rush bathroom, have one person plant while the other 3 gun you down, and then watch angles, and it's a 2 versus 4. Someone's really close to you. I think you might have heard it. Okay, so that was bad on your part for multiple reasons. The first, you stood up when you heard a person. You're going to make noise doing that, saying, yes, I am here. She droned you out about 40 seconds ago, 30 to 40 seconds. So that is old information. Information from 10 seconds ago against a good roamer or good players is useless. So really really you shouldn't have made noise there because that just tells her, yes, I am 100% here. And then when you did take the fight, you don't trust your aim, and I can see that because you were hip firing. And you won more or less due to luck. Like, you're lucky she couldn't hit her shots, because if she could, you would have been gunned. Bad goo mine. Okay. Overall, your aim was just a little shaky there. It looked like you kind of had, like you have issues with the micro adjustments like I usually see. And really, that's the main thing. Like, what I would say is smart from what you did here is you didn't just run into sight over aggressive the moment that they said, hey, they're pinging. You crouch walked in, and here, this is another good thing. This little jiggle thing you do right here, where you're like going back and forth little by little, that is good. That's you taking one angle at a time in order to try and figure out where they are and go for the fights in a one-on-one. So that is very good on your part. Then you shot, she knows you're there, you relocated, and you came around. So that was good there. And then you just hit your shots. Okay, there's 10 seconds left. You just shot. He knows your positioning. You have a goo mine in your pocket. You should basically throw your goo mine in this doorway right here. and then relocate to, let's see if you should relocate to, honestly, bathroom would probably be the best place, because he's probably going to back off because of that. So if you relocate to bathroom while holding an angle here and wait for the bomb to go down, then you're probably going to win, because he's pushing you, because the bomb was dropped by the Hibana, I believe. And I went too far forwards.
One friendly remaining. Time expires in 10 seconds. 5 seconds left.
Okay, so this is kind of... Okay, so basically a bad 1v1 play from you here. You did somewhat well with kind of forcing him to go another direction. However, the moment you threw the goo mine down, you should have known that he was going to try and rotate around, because it was 10 seconds left. He hit a goo mine. He has to take that out. He hears another one. He can't take that fight anymore. And because of that, he now has to rotate around to the doorway over here. At which point you should have either been rotating around and holding an angle on that door, or you should have given it up and fallen back to the bathroom area. The reason for that is he knows your positioning because you don't move, and because of that, you really just gave him an easy fight.
5 seconds left.
That's really it.
All friendlies were eliminated.
Like you played, you basically held an angle too long. I see, going Ash again. Okay. Decent setup to actually take everything. I would replace, except, well, okay, Fuse is a no-no. Fuse is just terrible. Like, he works if they're going downstairs, sure, but there's a lot better stuff you can bring, so. Like, Twitch would be significantly better, or Buck. Now, if you went Buck and Fuse went Twitch, then we would actually have a pretty good lineup.
We need to locate a bomb.
Alright, so, saving your drone, you're spawning east, I'm pretty sure. I don't like the east spawn because I don't think you can actually back up your team well with it. So, overall, okay, just... No, okay, no, bad. So, you just got shot down to 50 HP because you weren't paying attention, and you then use a flashbang and one of your breaching charges to try and take a fight that you probably will lose because he has all the positioning, you have no information, and he can guess based off of your... You got two areas you can come in through, a doorway and a window. This window you're not going to come in from because you have to break it, and so you have a doorway. So basically you're going through this doorway, he knows that, you know that. So that was just a wasted breaching round. Just give it up. Okay. You have to check the windows for here. The window right here and the window right here. The reason why is you can get pixel peeks onto the top of a ladder.
You have dropped the diffuser. The diffuser has been recovered.
Alright, you got a drone, use it. There we go. Here, so, you know Maestro is holding inside of the B-bomb site. You have a window to go through. That window is very easy to contest, especially if you're an Ash on 50 HP and he's a maestro on 100. So you should be basically saying, okay, I'm not going to be able to go that way. Then you see you have 3 of your teammates around here. They're trying to take out this mirror. That is your job, basically. What you should be doing right now is going below. Just jump off of this, go below, and let's see if I can get a shot on the window. Come on. Okay, so this is kind of it. Basically, you have the window right here to the objective downstairs. If you lay down right here and send your ash charge up into the ceiling, you will open up below where the mirror is standing right now, forcing her out of position. You then also have the doorway over here, and if you go there and put your ash charge along the right side of the ceiling, you'll hit exactly where her mirror window you saw was. That's the reason why Buck is brought here, is he can do that, and he makes mirror useless if you have a good Buck. That's also a reason why spawning over on the east isn't really too useful and the west is better, because you can within a minute you can make that mirror window useless and make half wall and make bunkers, whatever you want to call it, useless. Alright, you took a fight you just shouldn't have taken there and you lost it. That's it. So let's see if I can even see what happens here. I can't even see what happens, honestly. Like, I don't even see the maestro. Let's see if I can get a kill cam. That explains it. Actually explains a lot. Oh yeah, but yeah, basically that was just a fight you shouldn't have taken, and you should have rotated around to help your team. That's kind of why that's why I don't like the east push. And now everyone's just dying. Okay, now I need to see and then Mira takes a fight Hibana takes a fight onto the mirror window, onto the mirror, and loses it. I'm assuming that Mira's playing in bunker, which basically they needed someone to help get it from below. However, you were doing your own thing, so that's really it. So basically what I would say is this is kind of like a hard thing to learn how to do, but it's one of the best things you can learn how to do, especially if you solo queue. You have to learn how to play off of your teammates, where you have to be able to basically you have to know what's needed and figure out what isn't being done and do that. Where if say they're playing that bunker area, either bring grenades to throw, or bring a Buck or Ash or Zofia to shoot out below. If nobody is going like Thatcher, then go them. If they have a Mira and a Jaeger that are stopping all the grenades and everything, go Twitch. And you're basically just going to be making it so your teammates have a much easier time doing what they want to do. And it's a bit annoying, and it's kind of requires a good amount of time in game to play, but it is a very useful. It will basically let you win a lot more games and a lot more rounds because of what you're doing. That's really it. Yeah, and then you get gunned in CCTV. So basically what happened there was everybody went, you did your own thing, Fuse did his own thing. There are 3 people inside of CCTV to take it. The 2 not helping get gunned. The Hibana gets gunned by the Mira because she can play a very strong position and you have no way of getting her out. And the... what was it? Then one gets killed from below by, I'm guessing a pulse, but I'm not sure. And then the last person, it's like a 1v4, 1v5, whatever it was, and there's nothing to do. Oh, there we go. You're getting the wall. So I'm assuming based on this, what is Doc? You're a moron. I mean, not Doc Rook. You do want that reinforced.
5 seconds. Op 4 is located a bomb. Get ready to engage.
All right, your goo mines are better now.
Be advised, Op 4 has located a bomb.
But you're playing the exact same positioning you played last round. So I'm seeing that on border, you really don't have the ability to play flexible. And it is showing. Like, you need to be able to play more than one position on this bomb site. Because you're really only playing, you're only playing here. You're only playing in bathroom. And bathroom is not a very strong position to hold. Like, get your legions down, sure. But there's there's a lot better positions you can be playing. Like, with Legion, you would be very strong holding upstairs on the roam game. Just holding kind of near where the dock slash... I mean, not the dock, the castle slash mute is at. Because you can say, okay, is anybody trying to flank us right now and go for a kill? No. Great. Are they trying to plant? Okay, we can open up hatches now. And now we can just shoot down. Because you really can't play in most bomb sites if you have... well, you can't plant in these two bomb sites if you have top control for the defenders. Also, you're stacking up way too much for this like bathroom push. Most teams will not push the bathroom. So, like, put 2, maybe 3 goo mines down, sure. But 4 is just an overabundance and kind of a waste. And I think someone just used a nade to clear out your goos. I think in total you have used about five of your goo mines on that hallway. Okay, here's the thing. So 1, you're using too many goo mines there. 2, now nobody's been pushing you, so you should be able to kind of see, okay, nobody's pushing here. I need to go back to site and hold there, get some goos set up on site, because there's 30 seconds left. And you're in a 5v3 situation. You're probably going to win this based off of the base. I think the Valkyrie just getting kills. But if you can get goo mines in the doorways, it basically will it ends any chance of the enemy going for a plant, really. Because you know exactly where they're going to be. So really, I'd say you just have to be... Yeah. So basically the enemy team, they couldn't take above. And because of that, it's 20 seconds left, and it's a 4v1.
15 seconds.
Oh god, I hate your goos so much.
Time expires in 10.
I hate them so freaking much. Okay, there's no reason to be holding this angle, none at all, because what's gonna happen at 15 seconds if he tries to run through here? He's gonna hit all these goo mines, and he's not gonna be able to plant, so you win. So there's holding an angle where you have a gadget which tells you where they're coming from is just you're basically just wasting your gadget, basically. Legion mines are used for intel, not for like kills or even plant denial really. They're used to tell you where it's safe and where it's not safe. And so you knew it was safe there because no one was pushing there. So if you went back to site, that would have been much smarter on your part. Okay, going Ash. Okay, drop the Thatcher for the buck because Thatcher wasn't doing much. I don't think they're running Bandit. Overall, good choice. Okay, let's see. You spawn east. Oh, no, you don't. You spawn Valley, which you're trying to take CCTV. Good choice. You didn't check for the spawn kill. you just gotta keep on doing that. It takes 5 seconds, and by doing it, you don't risk anything. You should be playing a bit more passive right now and just saying, okay, I'm not gonna take this fight against a Legion, because I mean, there's no reason to. Like, you got away with your life, he got away with his, and by hunting him down, that's what he wants. So, also, you have a drone. Please use the drone. Okay, so yeah, basically this was just, you tried to walk in and take a fight with no intelligence, and you lost. That's it. That is the entirety of what happened right there. And you missed your shots when you saw the Legion. Like, overall, this was actually like a pretty good play if you actually were trying to peek him and knew where he was, because your head level would have been so off that he would have had to correct for that. However, he basically had the better game sense and was able to. He had the better game sense because he was able to shoot through the wall to down you, and he also was able to. He had the better aim because he was able to react to what you were doing. And now your team is basically half dead with, like, how Hibana and Jackal are at such low health, I don't understand. But basically, this is just a story of trying to do your own thing and your team not just doing the basic take CCTV, shoot down from below, win. That's really it. That is this site in a nutshell. Buck hits his shots. Buck's now holding an angle because he doesn't know what to do. And this is kind of... Okay. So this is kind of what... The reason why Buck is so strong above is if you and Buck were able to hold upstairs with Buck holding the rotate hole for the B-bomb site, Fuse holding the main door outside, Hibana planting inside of B, and you watching the Buck's back while the plant goes down, you would win this round. Now it's a 3 versus 1.
The diffuser is no longer in your possession. The diffuser has been secured.
So this is basically a story of we're trying to make kind of a clusterfuck go well.
Diffuser is online and active. Down to 1 friendly.
And basically can't hold angles. And Valkyrie was just basically better. Okay, so this is kind of why you do the CCTV push. Your entire team was basically just giving fair fights. See, the Valkyrie there should have had 0 chance of winning that because Buck should have been above, basically just holding an angle on the diffuser. So really, this was just a story of running in and not really playing vertically, which is kind of just what happened. I want to see if I can find a border game to show you what I'm talking about. This is a little hard to see when Anyway, let's just keep going. Basically, what you're going to hear from me is just you need to back up your team more. That's basically just what I know, where if you back up your team and try to actually play as a team, you will win, even if you don't have callouts or anything. Just being there and being able to play fluidly is what will help you win. Because really, your entire team should have won that round. I mean, it was a 3 versus 1. You have a Buck, you have sight control. There was no reason to lose that, except basically your team just gave one-on-ones.
10 seconds.
Okay. I don't think I've actually seen you playing here, so let's see. Alright, so Mira window. Let's see what's going on. Okay. I think Mira has the basic... Okay, so this guy tried to do the run out from the... on the Valley run out from inside of Visa. And he got slapped because of it. That's kind of what I'm talking about when I tell you to hold an angle there. And now you're looking a tad bit lost about where you should hold. You should have thrown that in the doorway to your right. That, I mean, a lot of people like jumping through the window rather than going through that metal detector. I prefer it because it throws people off a bit. Okay, so one thing I'm saying about trying to make stupid plays by yourself where you just walk in on your own going, yeah, I'm gonna be the best, I'm gonna be the best Ash main ever to hit the gold ranks. Well, there's a reason why I laugh at shit like that, and the main reason is because of people like Shelly there, where she tries to run in and she gets gunned for it. Now you're holding a really weird place. Okay, if you ever killed me from this position, I would be yelling at you like, what the fuck is that? Why are you there? But in the end, she didn't drone. She tried to just run in and she got gunned because of it. That's kind of what I'm saying. Like, if she had any intelligence that you were there, you would have probably lost that fight. I'm just saying. And then your goo mine, if you had thrown that from here into the doorway, you would have known she was there. But anyway, you killed Shelly. So, Shelly dead. Excuse me, she could have been so much more useful. That mirror window could be absolutely useless for your team. Instead, you equalize, and now it's a 4v4, so you have a good chance of winning. Like, they have a good setup to take this site. Okay, so basically what you're doing right now, you need to be able to play off your teammates more. So you have two people inside a B-bomb site. One's playing the mirror window, one's playing this B window. Then your mirror is playing her mirror window to your left. You should be playing bunker, which is located, if you turn to the left, if you're holding an angle. What the hell was that from? Oh, so can I just assume that she just shot through there? Okay, so what happened here is you got droned and you got pre-fired. That's kind of why I don't like your positioning there, is you couldn't even tell there was a drone that droned you out. And because of that, or it was a just good call out from Ash, but overall, your positioning just got you killed there, because, I mean, that happened. Like, you got shot through a window, and there was nothing you could do about it. Anyway, bunker is this area right here. The reason you play this area is it lets you back up the mirror window, where a lot of the time people will throw flashbangs through the doorway off of this wall, and the mirror will have to go back into the corner behind her and look away. However, if you're playing half wall, you can just look up, hold an angle on the door. They're coming in in order to kill the mirror. You gun them down. Mirror, there was a drone right next to that bandit battery. And this is kind of the Ash charge I was talking about. You put it right here, and then you can go and you can shoot this window. I mean, you can shoot the mirror. However, for some reason, that didn't happen, so I don't know. There we go, mirror. Like, I tried jumping through a window, got gunned, and then you don't even know who. I don't know who Crime Man was, but basically, the enemy team didn't know how to deal with the mirror window on the wall, and they kind of just said, "Okay, we just lost bodies doing that, so let's go somewhere else. Let's just jump in through windows," and it doesn't work. So now all that's left is So basically, everybody knows the Valkyrie's here. Smoke gets into a passive position to just throw smokes. Mira's getting into a position so that when she jumps in, she can gun her. Okay, this is over aggressive. This is a bad play from the Mira. She's giving the ability. If you have 40 seconds left and you can turn into a 1v1, you can win that. I think the smoke heard the drop, so he didn't use his last gas grenade. Yep, and there's the window thing I'm talking about.
5 seconds remaining.
And this was good from the smoke. He just played passive as all hell, and that's all you have to do. Like, I don't even know if she had the diffuser, but she lost literally because she ran out of time, and it was a 1v2, and smoke just played passive instead of going for the fight. So, that's really all it was. Right, you go in Ash, we have no hard breacher, but I think you guys actually win more when you don't have a hard breacher, which is kind of hilarious on border. All right, let's see what do you actually draw? I'm curious. Please do not hit open the door. Please do not hit open the door. You hit open the door. Okay, shoot the door. Shoot the door. One thing, be careful of this position right here. People love doing runouts right here. I am one of them. Like, I think Dokubi is right behind. Yeah, you have two people droning, and if the enemy knew that, you would be put into a 3v5. Wait, let me critique your drone. I'm gonna actually pay attention to it. Okay, so you go through there. You have no idea if anyone's laying behind that right wall. You have no idea if someone's laying behind there. You drone behind there, you're good. Okay, you drone basically half the site. Okay. Okay, there you go. You droned the entirety of the site. I really hope I didn't just... Where the hell did Shelly come from? I'm trying to figure out where Shelly came from. I don't know. My best guess is she was... Like, I want to see if... No, so she can't be holding here. Unless I'm somehow blind. No, she's not holding on top of there. My best guess is she was literally just laying down on top of this sofa. And that's it. That's my best guess because I don't know. I really don't know. I would have jumped in there thinking it's clear just like you did. So... yeah. I'm gonna see if there's a kill cam. I think she was sofa. Like, I don't know. They got refragged. Okay, here's the run out. There's one of the runouts I'm talking about that no one was paying attention to. And Sledge was in a bad position to refrag. And now it's a 2 versus 4 because of runouts.
Down to one friendly.
There's a Jaeger in front of you. Please shoot the Jaeger, not the cam. Okay. That is over-aggressiveness from the Maestro. It is now a 1 versus 2 from a 1 versus 4. It is a wasted grenade. Yeah, grenades have been buggy this season. I don't know why they do that. So he's trying to figure out what to do. But basically, your death this entire round was just shit happens, and like some days you just get really screwed over, and that was just one of them. Okay, so with that, yeah. So basically, the doc should have known that they didn't know his position. I mean, not the doc, the sledge should have known that they didn't know his positioning. Okay, one thing is you're not getting kills from this bathroom area, and it's not really giving your team any advantage. So I would say at this point you should be trying to learn how to play other positions. I'll probably try and find some border game which I can show you. Yeah, get yourself a bigger mouse pad. Yeah, so I'm just gonna assume that you played bathroom for the majority of this. Okay, so you get tracked by Jackal, and then this was kind of good, kind of not good. Basically, it was good that you saw, okay, I can't hold bathroom anymore, I gotta go. It was bad that you decided to not check and just hold an angle as you were moving across. So that was just a bit of panic from your part. Oh, you're getting tracked right now, so they know you're there. Okay. So basically this was kind of an over-aggressiveness on your part, where you're getting Jackal tracked. You're in a 5 versus 3 situation. You have no reason to be playing aggressive right here. What you should be doing is just falling back to site, getting more goo mines down, and not worrying about this Jackal. Because like your position is being revealed. You're at 10 HP. They get a lucky hip fire shot on you, you're dead. So yeah, really this was just bad on your part. And now you shot way too much there. And the thing is that, like, he should be, like, he hits your goo mine, but you should not be playing aggressive. Like, you just should not. There's no reason for it. Yeah, and basically you just get gunned because you're trying to figure out what exactly to do. So really, you should never have returned to the bathroom once you were getting Jackal tracked. That's the entire thing that happened right there. Where if you had just held in, like here, if you had just held inside of here, put a goo mine down here, goo mine down the doorway, started playing like like just sitting right here, you probably would have you would have been significantly more useful for your team. But instead, you tried to just play the bathroom position more. Was there an assist on? I don't know. Oh well. And you get gunned from it. Now let's see what I can critique from your teammates so that you don't do that either. Okay, Jaeger's holding an open. Jaeger's just holding an angle right here, and okay, he trades himself. But now it's a 2v2 at this point, and you have no one on site. Okay, 3 versus 1. You have 3 people up, you know their positioning. Is a jackal. You know where he is, 30 seconds left. Let's see what happens. Let's see how we... Okay. They know he's going bathroom. Where is the mute? Why is the Jaeger even taking this fight?
15 seconds.
Like, they should just be holding passive angles.
10 seconds to go.
But Doc wins it. So really, your issue with Border, from what I've seen, is you aren't comfortable with the map overall. On the upstairs site, you don't really know where to play. And Legion, although he's a decent operator on many maps, upstairs is not one of them. There's a lot better, like Mute, Bandit, Cade, Jaeger. People who bring, like, stuff to deny the attackers getting the wall, mainly. So, Mira. So really, I'd say with Border, you should stop playing Legion on there, especially the top site, because you're not really bringing much to your team with that. Now, when you're defending the bottom site, I would say bring Legion, yes, to go hold upstairs, because you're not really doing much in bathroom. So it's better for you to just I'd say stop worrying about that rotate hole and everything, and just start playing upstairs with the hatches open, playing vertically. But only open the hatches if you have like 2 to 3 people up there, because if not, you're just gonna lose it. And then they'll have top-down control. But really, that's it. You're really inflexible on this map, and I see that you only like playing bathroom, which is not really a good site. And yeah, that's really it. So let's see what else is in here. On coastline, and it's over. Okay. So now I just need to end this recording. And yeah, I'll try and do a Border review of some pro match and try and show you kind of what you should be doing. But that won't be for a little while, probably a few days.